The Appointment. There was a 16-year-old boy who got a summer job working on his grandfather's farm. One morning, his grandfather sent him into town on an errand to buy some provisions. The boy drove the pickup truck into town and parked it outside the market. As he was walking along the street, he was jostled by somebody in the crowd. When he turned around, he was shocked to see it was the Grim Reaper, Death. As he stood there in the marketplace, Death beckoned to him. The terrified boy jumped back, ran back to the pickup truck, and drove back to the farm as fast as he could. When he got there, white-faced and trembling, he told his grandfather what had happened. "Let me take the truck," he begged. "I'll go to the city and hide. Death will never be able to find me there. It's the only way to avoid my fate." His grandfather told him he could have the truck, and the boy floored the accelerator and tore off at high speed. After he left, the grandfather went into town looking for Death. Eventually, he found the Grim Reaper standing in a crowded marketplace. The grandfather walked right up to Death and asked, "Why did you frighten my grandson when you saw him this morning? He's just a boy, only 16 years of age. He's too young to die." "I'm sorry about that," said Death. "I did not mean to beckon to him. I was just startled. You see, I was very surprised to see him in the marketplace. I have an appointment with him this afternoon, in the city."
You just heard The Appointment, written in the Scary Story series by Alvin Schwartz for kids to have some creepy fun. However, some people wanted it banned because it was said to be unsuited for the age group or violent. Personally, I stumbled upon the book in 5th grade and found that a lot of the stories were morbidly hilarious, others emotional, and some just downright weird or creepy. But a lot of them, like The Appointment, focused on death. I lost a bunch of family members that were very close to me when I was young, and I realized that not all children would view death in a negative way. There's a lot of controversy on this, but I feel from personal experience that Schwartz was just trying to get the message across that death is inevitable, and we are all going to face it. That's a reality that no matter your religion or philosophy, we'll all have to face. And he does this in a very symbolic way, and he kind of jokes about it, or he turns it into stories that accept death. It's not a fear. Now, for the downright weird and creepy stories, I didn't end up having nightmares. I didn't end up in a corner crying after I read these stories, and I don't find that any of them could cause damage to a child's mind. So, rather than hiding this from your children, help them accept the reality, because it'll help them in the future when they do have to deal with it.